Hello VO, this is Hello VO, and this is ReJoss08 with the first of series 1 of my reviews. Today I am reviewing My Sims for the Wii. I am not alone, I am with Lilibeth08, my cousin. Say hi.
Hi. My Sims is a brilliant game. It's completely different to normal Sims. It's much more interactive, and basically we're going to tell you more about that.
Alright, so let's get this review started right. This is my first video review, and let's start off with the story. I will be explaining that. So basically, there was a long time ago, there was this beautiful town. It had everything a town could have, and it was all thanks to this creator, this big builder. Now, he built Sims, all beautiful things, but one day he just disappears out of thin air. Now, the town has turned into a ghost town. Nobody is there at all, and the mayor has to invite some special sim who can also build things just like the builder could. This game changed everything and was a brilliant game. Let's now see the concept for the game.
The concept of the game is that your sim is a handyman around the town, and basically you move new people into the town. You have to build them things to earn points, and you build your town up to a 5-star rated town. You can forage for new things, which means that you get different colours for your things that you make, and you have a wide variety of things to make. You have a house which you can decorate exactly how you want by building new things in your tool shop, or your workshop.
Anyway, so to carry on with the concept, there's a whole new thing of essences. You use essences, as Lily says. You have to forge and stuff, dig and all that for these essences. Technically, there's apple essence, like say cookie essence, and all kinds of essences that you will be using. Some like alien essence, some spade essence. It's all just random stuff. Robot essences, and all just random stuff.
A very
now,
wide variety.
Yes. Now, before you can start the game, of course, you have to build yourself a sim. This game gives you so much customization, just like the other Sims. You can do your voice, your hairstyle. You can even give your sim sunglasses. Yay! Anyway, now let's get on to the design of the game. Really?
The design of the game is brilliant. The graphics are just really good. There's bright colours. It's all very realistic, and it looks really good.
Well, when she says realistic, she really means cartoonish realistic, because it's what's realistic based for cartoony based, of course. It's not as realistic as the other things, but you could see these guys as something in an ordinary simulator. Now, of course, this game is all about design. I mean, if there was no design, this wouldn't be about it. You have to design your houses, of course. You have to design how they look. And you can make some really good designs. Of course, my designs are way not as good as Lily's. Mostly because I don't really care about designs. I just want to play the game. Anyway, so let's go from the design to the history of this game. I'll do this. The history, it all started off in Sims 1, which was one of the best of its kind. It started where you can make your own Sims and just play along with them, and lots of journeys to the toilets meant long gameplay. Now Sims 2 evolved all of this and made it a lot bigger. And Sims 3 will hopefully make it even bigger. That's coming out soon. Also, they also had PlayStation games, Game Boy games, and many other games that were also just as popular. Of course, there were many expansion packs to the PC version, and many other games to all the other versions. Now we've done the history, let's get on to the controls. I shall also do this. So technically, you move around with joystick on the Wii remotes. You press the A button to, I think, talk to other Sims and interact with them. The B button, is to grab onto trees, and you just point at the trees, shake with the Wii remote, and you can get essences from trees. It's pretty good. You move around objects by clicking on them, and then just moving them into the place you want to move them. It's quite basic controls, and it's really good. Alright, the bad part of this game. Lily, if you have any bad stuff, please tell me it right now.
I don't have any faults with this game. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant game.
Okay, here are my faults. 1, the day and night. Who gets annoyed when you're going from day to night and it all goes slow? There's a big freeze. That's very annoying. The desert is boring. The game gets a bit too hard if you go far enough, and so if after you have completed all the Sims like tasks, you don't really need those Sims anymore. And also, other Sims can't come and visit you. You can't move in with other Sims, and well, you can only have one character for each story. Quite a lot of bad stuff. Anyway, the good aspects for this game. Yes, I said there was many bad stuff, but the bad stuff gets overweighed by its good stuff. Of course, another bad thing I'll just say now is there's no online play. Now, really to the good stuff. Now, of course, the good stuff is that this is the first Sims game where you are the head of your own town. Of course, it sounds quite complicated. It's actually pretty easy. It is a brilliant concept to the whole game, and it just makes it really fun. I love unlocking costumes. I love making my own house. I love doing all that stuff. It's just brilliant. Lily, anything to add?
No, I think the game's good in that it's got more to challenge yourself with rather than other Sims. You can challenge yourself by saying, right, I want to reach this amount of points today, and I think it's really good because you can build up a real good kind of character in this game rather than in the other ones.
Yes, and also the voice thing, where you can now change your voice. That makes it a lot more customizable. And also the makeup and stuff.
I think it's also good in that there's a new My Sims out, which is called My Sims Kingdom, and obviously we're going to do a review on this when one of us have played it, but it's more more in a town rather than a village, and I think it's I think they're both really, really good games.
Yes. My Sims Kingdom is definitely something I might review if I get the game, but it's not one of the ones I mostly want to do. But the only thing is, if you don't like that there's no online stuff on the game, you just play the PC version, where you can let your own friends move in. It looks pretty good, the PC version. I'm thinking getting it because, the whole chat system and stuff. But be careful, people may swear. Anyway, I think that's wrapped up the game. Now let's go on to some other segments. That's right, I've got more segments to come. Tips and strategies for this game. Alright, here's one tip. You gotta make sure if someone is useless and you're not getting anything from them, just kick them out. You don't need them anymore, just kick them out. Make sure you have lots of essences for an item. Possibly you could put half of the item in one essence and half the item in the other. Or just do the bigger versions of the items to be able to do more stuff. In the desert, when prospecting, always make sure you follow the red lights. Do not go away from it. And also make sure you dig really quickly, or else it'll go away. Music and sound for this game, Lily?
The music's not very good. I think sometimes it gets a bit boring because it's the same music over and over again. But the sound effects are relatively good.
Yes, and the sound effects do make it seem very good. The music, I don't have that much problems with it, but of course, if you have the same music over and over again, it does get on your nerves after a while. That's where The Sims 1 and 2 was quite good, but this doesn't have as much of a far variety. I mean, you'd quite like to have a stereo where you could just go through all the music. But no, if you do like the music though, you can download it. I'm not sure, I'm not going to give you a site, but it... So, in conclusion, this is a good game. This doesn't have loading in it because I had to change it. Anyway, so I'll just give this game a 8.5. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. My next review will be Halo Combat Evolved, which is very epic. I'll see you soon.